Hello, my name is Brian Miller, Director of Solutions Engineering at Equation Technologies. And today we're going to review the benefits of Sage Intacct for the restaurant, franchise, and or hospitality industry. Hello. With that, I'll talk a little bit about the dimensionality because really what I'm doing there is I'm narrowing down my view and or reviewing my data at a consolidated dimension view, which is my location dimension. But we have, of course, with Sage Intacct, we have the ability to track multiple dimensions here. So maybe we're tracking meal types, right? I want visibility into breakfast, lunch, dinner, takeout. Right. Well, we can do that with a dimension, right? Intacct being a dimensionalized system, we can tag or require tags of these types of dimensions on any transaction in the system, and then have the ability to run financials, operational reports by these dimensions. Department in this particular business model is hugely important, right? The ability to track both the operations and or back office, and maybe we allocate our overhead, right, out to that. We have the ability to do that very easily in Sage Intacct. But, we could be tracking management, front of house, back of house, our catering side, our bar staff, again, and really, we can break this down in any which way we need to, but this is going to be hugely important as a franchisor or the controller kind of reviewing and reporting to your franchisees. Here's a breakdown by department and costs, right? Again, allocating overhead, things like that. So we have that kind of type of visibility there. Now I'm going to show you another restaurant metric view here, right? So I talked about statistical metric tracking a little bit. Now I'm going to get into it a little further, right? And this is where really Sage Intacct can shine in giving you this proactive visibility, right? So diner counts, available seats, right? These are all really important KPIs in a restaurant management and or franchise management industry. Hours of operation, right? Or hours operating, I should say. Hourly worker count, right? Dine-in transactions versus takeout transactions, right? I can see some of these trends, right? And I mentioned the ability to track at a dimension level. Well, we can do things like meal types, types of departments, but maybe special events too, right? Maybe you're in an industry that does things like catering, special events, right? Maybe wedding hosting, right? If you are sort of a caterer that might host weddings at a restaurant oftentimes, right? Well, perfect. Well, you're going to want to be able to track and compile all those costs, right? You may have things like the chairs and tables, right, that you supply, and then of course the flatware, right, and then of course all the meals and catering. So we want to be able to compile all those costs. Those are coming from potentially different vendors or different time frames as you're building out this event and working towards this event. We want to budget and manage our costs on these events and ensure that we're profitable as we particularly price these events out to our customers. So we can do that again with a dimension. It could be an event or a project dimension in the system here.